But now we are.
Welcome back to Act by Numbers for Valued Living.
Yes.
We just got through talking about number one, taking in information through the five senses.
The first, in case somehow you landed on this video out of sequence, the first one we start with is actually 5V for values. And then we went up to 1 for the five senses. And now we're going to talk about 2, which is
Mental experience.
mental experience.
Another fancy word for that is thinking.
Thinking, right. Yeah, that's the most common word we say, thinking. What you thinking about? Boom. That's down here. So just anything down here below these three numbers is mental experiencing. Anything up here is five senses and behaviors. Okay?
That you can observe yourself doing and other people can observe you doing as well.
Yeah, up here everybody can see you doing it, and you can see yourself doing it.
Down here, you're
When you can sit and say, what am I thinking? And you know what? Nobody knows, except you.
Unless you tell them.
Sometimes they'll call this private experiences. These are public. But anyways, we're talking about number 2, the private ones. And they're going on all the time as well.
So as we are headed east,
There we go. We started with the value direction in this series on the home page with east.
and as we're going east and taking in information through the five senses, at the same time, information in number 2, the mental experience,
Is going.
at the same time.
So they're going, so five senses and mental are going at the same time. As I move my hands, it's like through time or something.
Now here's an interesting question.
What's that?
We mentioned thinking, thoughts as part of this mental experiencing. But there are other things that are going on.
Yeah, they're just not referred to as often as thinking.
What are some of the other things?
Another biggie is what the usual term is feelings. The more technical term is emotions. And they're going on down here.
So we've got thinking, emotions. Oh, there are some other things that are going on as well.
I know, boy.
The mind can take little pictures, little images,
Little images,
just like a camera.
look like little snapshots.
Some of that can come up down
Yep.
there as well.
Right. And a lot of times people will put that under thinking, but
Think about the last time you went east.
and when you do that, you're bringing up these mental images. And that imagination is the term for those images that come up. You could also imagine sounds. Like, hey, got that tune stuck in your head? Oh, no, yeah.
Now, there is one other
Oh, there's a
mental
biggie.
experience that I always like. It's an interesting
It's
one.
very interesting.
Urges.
Urges, right. So
Ah.
he had to urge to say that. I couldn't help. But yeah, and the basic one is hunger. You get hungry. Well, I can't see that you're hungry, but it's going on inside of you. It's a mental experience. And then pretty soon you start thinking about, boy, I'd like to go eat. Well, see now, and finally somebody will see you heading for the refrigerator or something. And that's a behavior. Well, first it was down here as a private urge, and then finally we can see it as a behavior. If you do something about it, you can choose, I'll eat sometime later.
Wow. So that's, in a nutshell, the mental experiencing.
That's it, mental experiencing. So just a quick recap. 5 for value. So in this series we were talking about headed east. Now we're talking about the 5 senses experiencing of heading east. Of course, this is behaviors as well. And we were talking about number 2, the mental experiencing that might go along as we're heading in that direction.
See you soon. We'll be back with the others.